y'all. It's after the rain Wednesday afternoon here in Eastern North Carolina, Zone 8B. Going out here in the garden and seeing what vibrancy we see after the rain. So y'all come along with me. Looks like it rained pretty hard out here. We got a pond in this backyard. Oh, let me show y'all. Yeah, the chickens are all nice and dry over there in their area, but over here and up toward the front of our property, we got to figure this out. So somebody's got to come back out here and regrade this stuff because it's a mess. And y'all, look at my watermelon vines. Oh, this was not a good spot. I got to figure it out. Because once we let the chickens back out, they're going to nibble. They're going to nibble it all down. Anyway, let's go check out the garden for real this time. Got some, what are these? Let's see. Let's get the tag. Super sweets. Got some super sweets that are either blushing. Yeah. Ready to come off. Ready to give me some food. I like food. I'll take these in the house and they'll finish ripening in the house. These are the tomato plants, remember, from about a month ago that started getting that disease. Some sort of fungus. And I cut them back, moved them away from all the other tomato plants, and they've been over here near the pallet fence. That's the pallet fence that Dre built. They've been over here at the pallet fence recovering and giving us food. Yeah, the other one's over here. Yep, this is a sweetie. This is a sweetie. They struggled for a minute, but now they're doing fairly well and still feeding us. And there's another one over here. Oh, I missed a tomato. Y'all see him right there? And I don't eat these, but Dre pops them like grapes. And I've harvested so many that I've been giving them away to family and friends because I had so many. And I'm not using these for sauce because that would just be too much. Yeah, just grocery shopping in the backyard. This one's just falling over. See, it's all bent down. But it's still giving us food. Oh, didn't a preacher preach one time, bent but not broken? Yes, sir, preach, tomato plant. Wow, I had no idea it was all down there like that. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's not hot. The rain or the cold front that came through really cooled things off right now. And we're getting ready to go into tomato trail. It's a lot going on in there. Y'all come on in with me. Let's see what the garden is going to give us from here. Y'all, look at this basil. I'm going to have to harvest it at least some of it. I'm gonna cut it back, but until until I do. But my basil is just basiling. It's like that in almost all of the beds that it's in with these tomatoes. God, this is crazy. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let's see what we can do to get this basil up right. Okay, Mr. Basil Plant, we are going to stand you up, at least try, and I will cut you back tomorrow. I don't have time to do it today because the doctor's gonna catch me. So let's tie you up. Just for the time being. You smell delicious. You smell amazing. All y'all bunch right here together. Let's bunch together. What do y'all do when your basil goes wild? That could be a movie title. When basil goes wild. Okay. We got it. Oh, we got one more over here. Let's try to. Oh, my biggest tomato is doing something funky. Man, it's not ready for me to harvest. It's not blushing. Okay. All right. We'll figure it out. I'll show y'all in a second what I'm talking about. Maybe y'all have some advice on what to do. God, this basil smells amazing. All right. You're still standing. You're still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. For real. Back to our tomato update. Well, this is going to be, I think, a whole garden tour, but we're starting with tomatoes. Okay. This mint is still minting. And I got, I think, 3 or 4, no, 4, maybe 5 of these all around. And this is that experiment bed that I put some, I don't know what I was thinking, and putting these not sweet potatoes, these watermelon plants in here. Where they gonna grow? Where the watermelon gonna go? I don't know. But I got those carrots and some beets, but I think the heat has stunted the growth because y'all, it's been hot in eastern North Carolina, as I said on previous video. So let's look at these. I think this is aroma. In this corner we have Romas that are growing very, very, very nicely. Focus, camera, focus. growing very nicely. And again, we have basil that's leaning and depending every step of the way. And our beautiful marigold. Yeah. They're all under the shade cloth, keeping them nice and protected from the disrespectful sun. And over here is yet another Roma. Y'all see all those in there? All up in there. All down there. They are beautiful. Got some babies coming around here. See those babies? And up there. And more coming. That's another Roma. And over here we have, my tags got all wonky when I moved these bags. This is a saucy lady. Saucy lady. And you see I had to use garden ties to tie. It was leaning over because the fruit was so heavy. Look at those tomatoes. Saucy lady. Saucy lady is doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Doing it while you, how you say that song? Come on, let's do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied, whatever it is. Yeah, do it. And then we have over here a Mountain Magic. And I have already harvested off of these, I know, at least 5 times. And I just take them when they're blushing. And I take them in the house. And I'll show you. I'll let them finish. I need to do some more standing up over here. I always have these clips with me, especially when I'm in the tomato trail, because you never know what you're going to need to do when you get over here. So I'm just going to take these. I can actually take off some of these leaves, but that's not what I came out here for tonight. I came out here to do this video and to harvest tomatoes. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, and thank you again. I know we said thank you when we reached 6,000 subscribers, but y'all, y'all have really blown my mind, because as of today, I'm a little over 8,000 subscribers. Since April. What in the world? Yeah, I know. Crazy, but I'm enjoying it. So thank y'all. And if you're not subscribed, consider it. I don't think we're boring. All right, we got her all tied up, so let's go to her neighbor. Another Roma. Don't see the tag, but I'm almost certain, based on the shape. And I win again! Yay! It's a Roma. It's a Roma. And you see it is doing as good as our neighbor. Lots of fruit forming. And we're getting new flowers. It's another one that had to be tied up because the growth, you see all those tomatoes? It was just succumbing to its weight, so we staked it on up. And over here, this was the mystery tomato that I'm now certain is, see, it was a mystery because when Aaliyah put the seeds in that day, When we first planted these, February 1st, I believe it was, we got the tags mixed up, but as you can see, and I've already harvested off of this probably about 3 times. These are Romas. They're Romas. Yep, they're Romas. We like Romas. Romas is what we used to make our sauce last year. That's why I planted so many this year. All right, what do we have up next? Oh, got another basil. Another basil that's lean and independent. See it down there? I'll get it. But I saw yep, there it is. I saw a blushing tomato. I'll go ahead and get this. And I've probably harvested off of this one about 3 or 4 times. And more basil, y'all. More basil. I got basil for days. Oh, I got some blushing. Let's see. This is another Roma. Roma for the win today. Roma for the win. Oops. Sorry, y'all. Roma for the win. Can y'all see that tag back there? It is a Roma, I promise. I'm going to show you when I harvest these. See? It's a Roma. 1. Just blushing. 2. I'll leave that one. Yeah, and Roma, this Roma goes all the way over there. See that? Yep. That's one plant. This is why they say don't take off the suckers of determinate tomatoes, because they do this. They just continue to give you food. I also just noticed some blossom end rot, which is not good on this Roma. And I see a critter. Y'all see him? Focus. Focus. If y'all don't see him, I see him. He's right there. Right there. A slug. But what I was going to show you is this. That's blossom end rot. So we just pluck them off, because see, none of the others are affected. See? See if I can get a better focus. You see that little critter? Yeah, that one. He got to go. And this is what I was trying to show you. This is blossom end rot. You got to keep an eye on your fruit. You got to pay attention to it, because it's not on all the others. So I just take it off and I throw it in the woods. Oh, well, that wasn't a good aim, but y'all know what I was trying to do. And if you can remember, this is the bed where I had most of my onions. Well, as I was cutting off suckers from the indeterminate tomatoes, I was just plopping them right here. Now they're probably gonna get I got 2 onions left that I'm gonna harvest this weekend. Right there, and one right there. But they're probably gonna get way too big for this bed. But you know what? I said I'm gonna let them live while they're living, and then we'll figure it out as they grow. But yeah, that's what these are in here. And I see a tomato plant that needs to be staked. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, we got another tomato that's Leaning and depending. Okay. For those of you who don't know what reference that is, that's a song that we sing in the old church. Leaning and depending on Jesus every step of the way. And that's what I mean by leaning and depending. I think I'm gonna take this small stake out. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. And I like these clips because you can unclip them and reuse them. I got them from Amazon. I think I got like 600 for, I know it was less than $10. I don't even think it was that much. But since it's standing, it's right here, I'm gonna put it down as far as it'll go in this grow bag. And I'm gonna clip it in place. Just like that. I'll put one more up here. We have a mosquito spraying company that comes, but I don't know what they sprayed this last time, but it had to be something that attracts mosquitoes because they have been terrible. All right, she's all staked up. Okay, we got that saucy lady staked all up. So back to our update. Y'all, that basil is gorgeous. It's trying to flower, but pinch it off and let it keep bushing out. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's a nice basil plant. Nice basil. And these tomatoes are the Carmelo. Yep, Carmelo. And I've harvested off of them. I know at least 3 or 4 times, and y'all, it has grown completely out from under the shade cloth. And there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing. Nothing. I'm not even gonna worry myself about it because there's nothing I can do about it. This is the other side of that. His neighbor is that big old giant Roma that's got like 3 or 4 different plants coming from it. Yeah. I see a blusher. Are you a blusher? No, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'll let you stay another day or 2. But yeah, that's Carmelo. This Carmelo got another basil, just the leaning, but I'll figure it out. This Carmelo didn't do as well, hasn't done as well as its neighbor. Doing well, Carmelo? Not so much, Carmelo. I've gotten fruit from it, but it keeps splitting like this. It keeps doing this. I don't know why. Same environment, right next door to each other, but I don't know why. Now, I thought this was aroma. I don't know what it is. It's the oddest shaped tomato I've ever grown. If y'all know what variety this is, let me know, because I'm curious. I thought it was aroma. But it looks like, I don't know, it's giving something else. Yeah, interesting. And back over here, we have Brandywine. This is my Brandywine. It's the biggest tomato I've ever grown, but it's doing something weird, like right on top. And I know it's not ready for me to harvest. Oh, y'all, I don't think it's gonna make it. I'm not a whiner, so let me stop. Let me stop. Oh, if y'all know what I can do, let me know. We got more coming, but that's the biggest one yet. And it looks like it's getting ready to give up the ghost. Right beside it, we have an heirloom. It's called Marriage. And look at there. We have some blushers. We're going to take it, and we're going to take its neighbor. They look just like Romas. So, being an heirloom, Marriage, did somebody put 2 and 2 together? Interesting. And beside it is a mountain. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, it's a Mountain Magic. I love it. And then beside it is another, you guessed it, Roma. Roma for the win. Roma for the win. And it is up. Okay, this basil is doing it. Okay. All right. Got some more over here. The chickens are gonna love this. Oh, and over here, this is the strawberry patch, but of course it's done for the year. These are June bearing, and but I took some runners and I've rooted them for my granddaughter and some of my nieces to grow for next year. And I got one over there. Yeah. And if we come over here, oh, we got more basil. That's falling over. And there's one of those other mint plants. And there's one, I didn't show y'all down there. Yeah. I gotta come out here and cut this basil back, like for real. But there's another Roma. That's one of the Romas that we were trying in these little bitty pots. And it has given, I've harvested off of it at least twice. So it's still growing. Not as big as those other ones over there in bigger pots, but it's growing. And once again, right beside it, I don't see the tag, but yep, it's another Roma. I promise you. I wouldn't steer you wrong. And it's doing it too. You don't see under there? You'll see all of those tomatoes for days. And I've only fertilized once. It's actually due for another one. Crazy, right? So that's Tomato Trail. Let's go see what else we can find before the dark catches us. Tomato Trail, y'all. I love growing my tomatoes in this area. This was the first spot that my husband fenced in. And I actually love growing the tomatoes over here because they're all together, and when I need to do something to them, I can do all of it together. I don't have to go outside of another area and do all that. I love it. I love doing them also in grow bags. I might one day try something different. Well, I did. I put some over there in the raised beds, and I'm gonna show you an experiment that I'm doing with some other suckers that I pulled off of some of the indeterminate tomatoes. All right, y'all go into the next part of the garden with me. Hold on. I've told y'all before, it's something about a garden after the rain. Look how bright and yellow that marigold is. And then the plant right beside it, dead as a doorknob, but it's vibrant. go figure. Could it be the pot? Could it be all the clover that's in there? Don't know, but it's amazing. Beautiful. Now, y'all, I really have been trying to get out here, but it's been so hot. All I have the energy and the time to do in all that heat is to water. And so this basil plant has just started flowering like you wouldn't believe. And I hope I'm not too late. I hope that I can cut this back enough that it will continue to grow. And God, it's amazing. I think this is an Italian basil. I don't even remember. But it smells divine. It smells better than the other basil that's in there with the tomatoes. But I'm gonna get as much of these as I possibly can. I'm going to dehydrate them. I'm not giving these to the chickens, because this stuff smells divine. So I can imagine how it should taste. But yeah, if y'all know the variety, let me show you. It's a purple looking, and it has purple specks on the leaves. So if you know what it is, let me know. I'm gonna finish getting these flowers. I'll be right back. I think I got a decent amount of them. See them down there? I'm gonna dehydrate that. Yep, it's going to a dehydrator near you. These are those tomato plants I was just talking about that I put in the ground. These are from suckers that I took off the mother plant and planted them in ground. I don't know, y'all. We're gonna see what happens. But that's those. Let's go over here to the peppers. I'm losing daylight, but these are those cayenne, red, long, slim. Yeah, they're everywhere. They are everywhere. Look. Oh, I'm showing you they're everywhere. Look. Everywhere. And it's 4 plants over here. Yeah. There's some of that ginger. More long, slim reds for days. More crushed red pepper. More hot sauce. Yeah. And more ginger over here. Y'all saw these in a video the other day, but these are the sweet potatoes that we planted on Memorial Day, May 26th, I believe. They look incredible. Incredible. I'm blown away. They are some of the most beautiful leaves, and they're huge. That's my hand. They are growing. Like I said before, with all this green growth, I hope that equates to some good production going on underneath, because that's a nice looking sweet potato patch. And over here we have sweet potatoes that I planted probably only about 2 weeks ago. But I bought them for some friends of mine, but they weren't able to come pick them up. So I was like, let me get them in some dirt. I don't want them to go to waste. I got them from Lowe's on clearance. And so I just stuck them in this, I think this is a 15-gallon grow. Well, a 15-gallon pot. And I got some more, my last 2 tomato um, grow bags that I've got to harvest in the coming days. And this shade cloth kind of swings over into the peppers. And I don't know if it's going to be too dark in here, but I'm going to try to show you this. Bell peppers. And I got them all through here. See them? See? See? They're everywhere. Bell peppers. Bell peppers. Oh, I got some ants. I had to figure that out. Ouch. That hurt. And under here, got some jalapenos. More bell peppers. See? And I still don't know what this pepper is down here. But I'm going to harvest it in a little bit. I'll let y'all know what it tastes like when I cut it open. Put more jalapenos. Jalapeno peppers over here. Some more red hot peppers right there. Beautiful zinnias. And I harvested off of this the other day, but more bell peppers. And that plant was looking wonky, but this, oh, hi, Mr. Lizard. I'm sorry to disturb you. If I leave it there long enough, if he stays there long enough, he'll start looking like that. He'll start turning brown, like that stick he's on. Mother Nature at her finest. Over here, I've got some sage, and that's that basil plant back there that I was just harvesting on. My chocolate mint gave up the ghost. The strawberry mint gave up the ghost. The lavender is still hanging. That's an orange mint over there. Lemon balm is looking wonky. That's another lavender plant right there. And this coriander, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these seeds tomorrow. I was gonna try to do it today, but I didn't get a chance. And that's some rosemary right there. No, that's thyme. I think that's thyme. I don't know. It's an herb. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Probably the most beautiful plant I have in the garden. This is turmeric. These leaves are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And after a rain, they just stand up tall like, yeah, I'm the king of the garden. What? Beautiful. I'm going to be sad to harvest the turmeric because the leaves are the plant is so pretty in and of itself. But yeah, I hope something's going on other than its beauty. You can't even get any justice as to how pretty this is. My camera won't do it any justice. But yeah, that's turmeric. And that leaf that's curled right there, that's this one, it'll be open tomorrow. And more ginger. More ginger. Sweet potatoes. Some of the ones that I grew from my own slips, and then some that I replaced with some that I bought from Lowe's. And over in this bed, I got, when we were first walking up and I showed you that watermelon plant, this is the bed that it's in. I got to figure it out. I don't see any fruit yet, but I see a lot of leaves. So, hope we get some watermelon this year and that the rabbits don't eat. These are sugar babies. I've got to train them to grow up this trellis. It's just been too hot to come out here to do it. But hopefully I'll get to do that tomorrow, since we're off work for the upcoming 4th of July holiday. And then over here in this bed are the leftover onions, the peanuts, and the green beans are finishing off. They've been delicious. Been sauteing them up on the stove with a little olive oil and butter, and they have been amazing. I didn't mean to do that, but hold on. Yeah, like I said, I've been harvesting off these for a good while now and cooking them up, just stir frying them, still have a little crunch. They have been divine. You learn how when you are gardening and you keep getting like multiple harvests off something, you find different ways to cook it. I've been liking that too with this whole gardening experience. So I'll bring these in the house along with the other goodies, and I'll show you what we harvested. Okay, y'all, so you see the glasses getting raindrops on them. It's starting to drizzle again. But thank y'all for hanging out with me as I did some harvesting and giving y'all an update on what's going on in the garden. Yeah, I'll post a picture of all the things that were harvested tonight. But y'all have a great rest of your evening. And again, thank you all for subscribing and watching our videos. Like I said in the beginning, we are we're over 8,000, and that's just since my birthday in April. I was asking for a birthday gift of 1,000 subscribers. So on April, I think it was April 12th or something like that, I had 657, and today is July 2nd, and I have over 8,000 subscribers. So y'all, thank you. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed, hey, just think about it. Hit that button. Also like it, comment. Let us know you're there and who you are. And we're gonna do an introduction video here real soon so that you've seen our videos and you've seen us with the chickens and all that sort of stuff, but we've never really introduced ourselves. So we're gonna do that. So cool deal. Y'all be safe. And I'll see you in the next video.